The 9 semi-finalists of tonight's contest will now answer a question each from the judge whose name she will pick up from Malaika's deck of cards.
That's
Malaika,
right.
will you do us the honors?
Well, let's see. We're going to begin right here with contestant number 1, Lakshmi. How are you feeling?
Greater.
Wonderful. So let's move on. Well, Lakshmi has picked Pritish Nandi.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Pune.
Good evening, Lakshmi. Is there one thing, one simple, unequivocal thing that makes you proud to be an Indian girl, a Hindustani girl?
Good evening, sir, again. One thing that makes me proud to be an Indian woman is this, that we Indian women are full of principles and we have cultural ethics in us which our parents have always given us since childhood, and we are proud to keep it with us throughout our lives and pass it through our coming generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Very well said. Well, moving on, we've got contestant number 2, Savvy. But Savvy would require an interpreter, so can we have the interpreter over on stage? Hi, good evening. There you go. Well, Savvy has chosen Mr. Muhammad Azruddin.
Namaskar.
हेलो नमस्ते हिंदी में पूछूंगा आपका लाइफ में अल्टीमेट गोल क्या है और बिसाइड्स लुकिंग ब्यूटीफुल
मैं अपने आप को एक मुकाम पे पहुंचाना चाहती हूँ। ये मेरा फर्स्ट स्टेप है मिस इंडिया और मैं सोशल सर्विस बनना चाहती हूँ। मैं समाज सेविका बनना चाहती हूँ। मैं मेंटली रिटार्डेड चिल्ड्रंस की सेवा करना चाहती हूँ और बुजुर्गों के लिए भी मैं कुछ करना चाहती हूँ। यही मेरी तमन्ना है। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much, Savvy. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Azruddin. And thank you very much. Well, moving on, we have contestant number 8, Valusha. Hi there, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Well, I must say that you're looking absolutely stunning tonight. Let's see. Well, Valusha has chosen Mr. Subhash Chandra.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Valusha. Which out of the 4 countries would rule the future of the world? Either one who is financially very strong, or the second one with culturally very strong, or third one with more number of people, or fourth, if that country controls the maximum minds of the world, which one would control the world and why?
Good evening, Pune. I definitely do believe that one country that will be able to rule the world will be a country that is in touch with its ethics, morals, and values. We as India are capable of so much of love, and I think this will take us far, far away. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valusha. That was very well answered. Thank you. Well, moving on. God, you are tall, aren't you? Well, we've got contestant number 12, Smriti. How are you feeling? Wonderful. Are you nervous? Not at all. She says she's not at all nervous. That's very good. There you go. Well, Smriti has chosen Angela Menon.
Tell me, Smriti, if you had been one of the hostages on board the hijacked plane, what qualities would you describe to be those which would help you to have managed the crisis, to have survived the crisis?
If I was in such a situation, I would rather have presence of mind and the courage to go through everything, and more than this, I would love to support the people who cannot take this as a situation, a shock. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Smriti. Well, that would be a very tricky situation to be in. Okay, we've got Divya here. Contestant number 14, Diya. Well, first, how are you feeling? You've got to tell me that.
Feeling great, thank you.
How was it backstage?
Very exciting.
Okay, your turn now to choose. Okay, she's chosen Marcus Swarovski.
Hello, Diya.
Hello.
How strong is the connection between beauty and personality for you?
I think the most beautiful people are the strongest personalities. People who are beautiful within, who are lovely, who are gracious, who are humble, who are loving, who are caring. That is what a beautiful person is. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diya. Thank you. Truly, that's a truly beautiful person. Well, you are looking very good, and you are contestant number 18. Okay, here you go. Well, she's chosen the very beautiful Juhi Chawla.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Apart from the 5 senses that you already have, if you were to develop or be granted a 6th sense, what would it be and why?
Good evening, Pune. If I had to develop a 6th sense, it would be that of magic. I would love to be a magician. I would love to create something magical, and I would love that to be one of my senses. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madhavi. Thank you. Contestant number 23, Priyanka, right here. Priyanka, your turn. She's got Mr. Shah Rukh Khan.
Good evening, Priyanka.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, India.
Okay, at the onset, let me tell you, I'm as nervous as you are. I go weak in the presence of beauty.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to read out my question. It's long, but the answer would be simple, I'm quite sure. This is hypothetical. Who would you rather marry? A great Indian sportsman with all the records in Indian cricket like Azhar Bhai here, who would make our country proud, take you all around the world and make you swell with pride, or an artistic businessman with a difficult name to pronounce like Swarovski, who would bedeck you with jewels and fine necklaces, and you'll never have to buy a chandelier for your house ever again, or a Hindi film star like me, who has nothing better to do than to give you complicated multiple choice questions about a hypothetical wedding like this. And before you answer, let me tell you, whatever your answer is, none of this is going to prejudice our marks for you. I'm sure Azhar Bhai and Swarovski won't mind. So go for me if you...
Thank you very much, sir. Well, if I was to choose one of these very 3 difficult choices, I think I would go for a great Indian sportsman. Because when I come back home, or when he comes back home, I know I will be there to be his support, to tell him I am proud of him just as much as India is, to be able to tell him, hey, look, you did your best, and you are the best. And I will take immense pride in my husband, who will be a man of strong character if he can bring so much pride to my country. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much. God, that was tough. Well, we've got just 2 more to go. And how are you feeling, Lara?
I feel good.
You? Well, let's see what we have for you. I can't really shuffle them. You got to just eeny meeny. Well, she's chosen Veda Rahmanji.
Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Lara.
Good evening, ma'am.
Is it really very difficult to be a beautiful person?
Ma'am, as someone else down this line, one of my contestants said, beauty lies within you. And I think that if you are a beautiful person from inside, if you have belief in yourself, if you trust yourself, and you have confidence and determination to fight the odds, the stamina to last forever, conviction from within and a dream to be victorious, that makes you a beautiful person, and it's not that difficult.
I definitely agree with that, Laura. Well, it's all yours. And it is Carolina Herrera.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. My question is, if you had the power, what gift would you like to give to India?
Good evening, Pune. If I had one chance to give India one single gift, I would just say that each one of us, knowingly or unknowingly, has let disharmony and intolerance creep into our lives, paving the way for bloodshed. Each of us right now want our place under the sun, which is not very possible. The only thing I would ask of all of you would be to just bond with one another, understand our differences and appreciate them, which would really, I think, make a united world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gayatri. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's hear it for our 9 wonderful contestants.
There you have them, ladies and gentlemen, our 9 semi-finalists, a winning combination of beauty and brains. Amazing answers to fantastic questions.
Femina Miss India Asia Pacific. It's contestant number 14, Diya.
Contestant number 23, Priyanka.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the new Femina Miss India Universe is contestant number 24, Lara.